All right, let's get right into it. We've all gotten pretty used to AI that can chat with us or, generate some wild images. But what's the next big thing? Well, today, we're talking about agentic AI. And you're going to be hearing that term a lot more. Because this isn't just some minor upgrade. It's a totally different way of thinking about what AI can even do. So just chew on this question for a second. Right now, we pretty much use AI like a super smart search engine or maybe a creative assistant. We ask, it answers. Simple. But what if you could just give an AI a big, complicated goal and it could figure out all the steps and actually do them, all on its own? Well, that's exactly the world we're stepping into. Now, to really get a grip on how huge this leap is, we got to take a quick look back at how we got here. The whole journey of AI has been this really clear evolutionary path where each step kind of builds on the one before it. So way back in the 50s, you had your traditional AI. It basically just followed super strict if this, then that rules. Think of it like a train stuck on a fixed track. Then machine learning comes along and completely changes the game, right? It could learn from data. That's kind of like a GPS, learning the best route by looking at traffic. And that brings us to today with generative AI, our creative copilot that helps us write, design, and code. But here's the thing that connects all of these stages. From that train on a track to our creative copilot, there's one common thread. They're all reactive. Every single one of them, no matter how clever, just sits there and waits for a specific command from a human before it does anything. And that waiting, that reactivity, that is precisely what is about to change. This is the main event, folks. This is where AI makes what people are calling the agentic leap. It stops waiting for you to tell it what to do, and it actually starts taking the initiative. So what is agentic AI? Let's break it down. It's an AI that you can give a really high-level goal to. It then understands that goal on its own. It creates a multi-step plan on its own. It executes that plan using different tools, and this is the really key part. It adapts its plan based on the results it's getting, all without you having to micromanage every little step. The magic word here is autonomy. This quote just absolutely nails it. We are moving away from a system that just responds to us to a system that actually acts for us. It's the difference between asking for directions and just having someone drive you there, no questions asked. So how would this actually work? Let's say you give it a goal, something like plan a surprise weekend trip for my friend. Okay, so first, the agent deconstructs that. It has to figure out, budgets, dates, what your friend even likes. Then it formulates a plan, research flights, book a cool hotel, find some fun activities. Next, it executes it. It actually makes the bookings. And finally, if a flight is sold out, it self-corrects. It finds another one. See? You don't tell it how, you just tell it what. So let's bring that analogy full circle. If traditional AI was the train on a fixed track, and generative AI is our creative copilot, then agentic AI, that's the fully autonomous taxi. You don't give it turn-by-turn directions. You just hop in, say, take me to the museum, and it handles the entire journey. For real. Okay, so this stuff is fascinating from a tech perspective, but what does it actually mean for you, for me, for our daily lives and our jobs? Well, this is the point where we have to start thinking of AI less like a tool we use and more like a teammate we work with. Here is the difference in a nutshell. With generative AI, our copilot, you ask it to do one specific task. Hey, write a draft of this email. But with agentic AI, our new delegate, you give it a whole responsibility. Hey, manage my inbox for the day. It's then going to read the emails, prioritize them, draft replies, and only bother you with what truly needs your attention. It's a huge shift from just task completion to total outcome ownership. And the potential here is just staggering. I mean, think way beyond your inbox. Imagine a scientific research agent that doesn't just find papers for you, but it actively forms new hypotheses and suggests experiments to run. Or a project management bot that doesn't just track tasks, but it reshuffles resources, adjusts timelines, and actually talks to team members on its own when things go wrong. This completely changes the nature of how we work. So, this all leaves us with one really big, profound question. We're building these incredibly powerful assistants. these delegates, these teammates that can act independently in the real world. And that forces us to ask, when your AI assistant can act on its own to achieve your goals, who is ultimately in charge? It's something we're all going to have to think about as we step into this wild new era.